something's not right here. I like what I'm seeing, however, there's a problem with the open network test.
Here's Sonic!
Okay, hello guys, it's TL4 here, and I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be very different compared to what I made a few weeks ago or whatnot. But this video is mainly me criticizing the open network test. But it's mainly me just disappointed. For those who don't know, and for context, Sega recently announced two brand new trailers for Sonic Racing Crossworlds. One trailer was from Gamescom through the pre-show, announcing Sonic will have a Pac-Man crossover to promote not only Crossworlds, but also Pac-Man 2 Repack, which is a remake to Pac-Man World 2. Featuring Pac-Man and the ghost that he usually goes up against. Pinky, Inky, Clyde, forgive me if I got all their names wrong, etc. And they also announced a Pac-Man stage for both Sonic and for Pac-Man's game as well. The next day, or they're making this recording yesterday, they announced a new trailer featuring off some of the new modes that's going to come in soon. They also introduced some new interactions with Jet, Sonic, Shadow, and Espio. They also announced some new tracks that were going to be featured in the game that we didn't even completely see all the way. I mean, we have seen them from leaked screenshots of Sonic Racing Crossworlds on Twitter, but we didn't see them in footage or in action. Like we now have our first look at Kronos Island, the North Star Island from Sonic Superstars, and they also featured White Space from Sonic X Shadow Generations, which are some pretty interesting stages to see to come out, to be honest. They also announced a little bit of detail upon the game modes that we were shown in certain screenshots, such as the Race Park mode, which is going to be available for both online and offline players. So if the servers ever go down, we'll be able to play the Race Park mode offline with local multiplayer. And thankfully this game is cross-platform, which is something that I am surprised many other game companies are not putting into their games. I mean, we are seeing it with other platforms too, but I'm happy that Sega is still banking on that. And I'm already thankful as is that Sega is still allowing other people to try their new games on old-gen consoles like the Xbox One and PS4, with Shadow Generations, Sonic Superstars, Sonic Frontiers, etc. However, there is a problem with the open network test that they recently announced. Now, the first open network test was announced a few months back, featuring it to be only available for PS5 users. And it seems like that said issue is going to happen again. The only difference is it's only going to be featured for Xbox Series X, PS5, Steam, Nintendo Switch, and the Epic Game Store. You see the problem here? The network test is going to be available through August 29th to September 1st, or the first day of September. And from the website, you see the problem. Why isn't it available for Xbox One and PS4 users? And if you look through certain areas that aren't going to be able to play this beta test, or the open network test, it seems like places such as the Philippines and North Korea, and even as much as Brazil, it seems like they're going to be missing out on this game too. You see why I'm bringing this video up. Why isn't it available for Xbox One and PS4 users? I myself have a PS4 and Xbox One. The downside is that my PS4 is unfortunately bricked by an update from PlayStation themselves, and I can't use my PS4 anymore until I get somebody to fix it. I have an Xbox One that still works to this day, but I am going to once again miss out on the network test. So if Sega can't just come out and say to us that, hey, Crossroads is going to be available for Xbox One and PS4 users, but then not allow the open network test to be available for Xbox One and PS4 users. You can't just bank on the idea of allowing people to play these old-gen consoles, play this game on old-gen consoles, but not have their recently new network tests be available for those old consoles. And I better not. And before y'all go in the comments, tell me I'm a brokey, say I'm a beggar. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm not wrong, am I? Nobody is mentioning this on Twitter, or nobody is mentioning this on YouTube. Everyone is constantly... Sonic Twitter is too busy bashing on Sonic's current model and is bashing on Rouge's censorship, but yet nobody is discussing onto why the network test is only available for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Epic Game Store, Steam, and Nintendo Switch, but yet it's not available for Xbox One or PS4, and not available for certain regions of the world. Nobody is mentioning this shit, and it pisses me off. Nobody is mentioning this issue. So I want people to go on Twitter, and I myself is going to contribute to this too. Sega, please allow us Xbox One users and PS4 users to play the upcoming open network test. I want to play this game for the first time, so I can get a little bit of more criticism towards the racing game. I've seen people on Gamescom and live streams discuss their critiques and criticism upon this game, and I've seen the footage. The balancing looks perfectly fine. The balancing looks great, and the game looks perfectly balanced as well, compared to the first beta. So, it makes me a little bit upset that I'm going to miss out again on the open network test. And I feel that this needs to be addressed by a lot of Sonic fans, including myself. So all I'm trying to say here is that I feel that this game should be available for all regions and all consoles, from first gen and last year's gen. That's all I gotta say. This is Steel64, signing out, and have a good day.
Hey, we should do this again sometime.